Have you ever wondered how these patient satisfaction surveys work and where the rankings come from? Well, if you look at the original HCAP survey, you'll notice that the questions are pretty soft. How often did nurses treat you with courtesy and respect? How often did the doctors explain things in a way you could understand? How often was your pain well controlled? How often did the hospital staff do everything they could do to help you with your pain? And if you look at the Ganey outpatient survey, you'll find that it's not that straightforward of how you necessarily might assess the instructions you received or the skill of the staff or the staff's concern for your comfort. Common to these surveys then is that patients indicate typically among 5 choices between very poor or never and very good or all the time how they felt about the experience. These initial assessments are then translated into scores between 0 and 100. Once those scores are obtained for each question and also for a roll-up of the entire, let's say, domain like tested treatment or personal issues, and for the entire experience, rankings are obtained, and these are done in percentiles. For example, the 90th percentile, which is considered the benchmark for the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, indicates that you are better than 90% of everybody else in the country who subscribes to this service. And also keep in mind that below 50 percentile rankings, you are going to be fined. Now the problem is there is satisfaction survey fatigue among us, and very few patients send in their surveys. In a sample of over 1,400 patients per month in an institution we were able to assess, there was a 3% return rate. So let's say, if you're lucky, 10 patients sent back their survey every month. And let's say 9 loved you and gave you a score of 100, and 1 of them thought you were fair and your score is 95. On this enormous hockey stick function where the score is plotted against the percentile ranking, you see that a score of 95 is basically a 10th percentile ranking, putting you at the bottom of the heap in the country. It would look a little bit better with regard to rating, but it's only good if you don't have an ER or inpatients or, my God, even an ICU, where there are going to be more waiting times to be taken care of. So the only way to really win this game is to make sure that you have more happy patients who actually send in their surveys, and that if there's anybody who is disgruntled, that you make sure that this person is going to leave satisfied. And Comfort Talk training can do just that. And particularly what can happen with unhappy patients once they receive your attention that you learned with Comfort Talk, they're not uncommonly leave to be so happy that they're actually going to be writing a note to either your supervisor or to the hospital administration.